Okay, I hope you have easily converted this code to ESX classes, and now let's do that together. And I will move from top to bottom in the prototype chain. And I will start with this prototype, this product. And I will add ESX class for it here above. Class, product, curly braces, and here will be two methods. First will be constructor, and second one will be price info. Okay, constructor. It will have one parameter, props, same as here. And inside of this constructor method, I will assign property price to the new instance of the prototype, like this. Now I can get rid of this section, and now I will add one more method here, and it is price info. This method doesn't have any parameters, and here inside of it will be simply console log statement, this one. Notice that I don't need any prototype keyword or function keyword or something else. So simply name of the method, parentheses, and body of the method. Now I can delete this part. Okay, product was converted. Now it's time to move on to next one, and it is electric device. Product is a prototype of electric device. That's why class electric device will extend this product class. Okay, let's add this new class here. Class electric device, and it will extend product. Here comes body of the class, and as before, here will be two methods. First one will be constructor, and second one will be energy info method. Okay, constructor, props, here body of the constructor method, and here I will assign one more property to the instance, this one. I'll copy this code and paste here. Now I can get rid of this function, and I can get rid of those two lines, because this extends word replaces those two lines. Of course, I will also need to add here super keyword, but let me first add another method here. And it is energy info. Energy info. Parentheses without any parameters, body, and here inside of this function, I will log to the console this line. I'll copy it from here and paste here. Now I can get rid of this assignment. Okay, and the final step left in this class, because it extends another class, product, and here we have constructor method, we must call super inside of this constructor method. And we need to call it here at the beginning of this method. So super, and here I will pass props as an argument. Why? Because inside of the product constructor function, here is assignment of the price, and here we access price property of the props, this props. That's why I must call super with argument props. Okay, now we can move on to the next prototype down the prototype chain, and it is TV. It is last prototype in this chain. Okay, let me create new class here, class TV, and it will extend class called electric device that we have just created. Here will be body of the class, and here will be constructor method, and let me check, and that's all. This class doesn't have any own methods, that's why we will add only one method here, and it is constructor. So constructor, parentheses, props. Here will be body of the constructor method, and here we will assign two properties, model and diagonal. Let me copy them from here and paste here. Okay, and let me delete this part, and of course I need to add here call to super, and here I will pass again props as an argument, like this. And that's all. So class TV extends electric device. Here is electric device class, it extends product class, and product class doesn't extend anything, that's why its prototype will be object.prototype. Inside of the product class there is own method priceInfo. Actually, it is not own method, it is method of the prototype that will be inherited by all instances. Next, same with electric device. Here is energy info method, and it is also method of the prototype, electric device.prototype. And it will be also inherited by all instances. Okay, let me scroll down and let me explain you what will happen if I will create new instance of the TV. So let's look at this line. Here we pass this object as an argument. This object contains values for properties that will be set for this instance. And when we call this TV function, you know that type of each class is function, we in fact call this constructor method. Again, there is no difference between class constructor and function constructor. They behave the same. So new instance is created, then proto property is set for new object, then we set properties here, for example, and after that we return this, that is new object. And if class extends another class, in this case TV extends another class electric device, then super will automatically call constructor method of the class that is being extended. In this example, it is electric device class. And this is passed to the constructor method of the parent class automatically. You need to pass only props if needed. In our example, on this line, we will automatically call this constructor method in the electric device class. Inside of this method, we call again constructor method of the product class and set this energy efficiency class property of the instance. And when we call parent constructor method, we set one more property and it is price. Here it is. Okay, let's try to save and see whether or not we will get same result here. Let's save, and result is the same. Okay, let me show you something. You can easily use destructuring in the parameters section in the constructors. For example, notice that here we use only price property of the props parameter. And that's why it is not needed to process entire props object here. And instead of props, we can simply put object literal, delete props, and write here price. This will destructure object that will be passed to this function and pull out only price property, and create new variable called also price. And here inside of this function, we can easily access directly this price variable. And notice that here I have used shorthand property name. It is shorthand for price colon price. And remember from previous sections that price on the right hand side of the column is new variable, and price on the left side, this one, is name of the property of incoming object. And if they match, you can simply delete colon and name of the variable like this. It is called shorthand property name. Let's save, and nothing will change here. Actually, you can do the same here in this class, but this class requires energy efficiency class and price that will be passed to constructor method of the product class. But I will not change this. I think you got an idea. Okay, let me now scroll down to the verification section and let's look at the results of those expressions. Let me copy this one, clear console, and paste it here to the console. And here you see that my TV is instance of the TV. Let's perform same action with electric device. Let's copy it from here, paste here, again true. Same with product. Let me copy it from here, paste here, and of course my TV is instance of the object. Okay, here you see how easy it is to create prototype chain using classes. You don't need any weird assignments of the prototypes and constructors, so simply class with methods. And if one class should be child class of another class, then you can simply use extends keyword And that's all. Of course, if this class has constructor method, you need to call constructor method of the parent class. And for that, you need to use super keyword. Okay, using those small blocks of code, we have created prototype chain with 3 prototypes. And as you see here, everything resides in each class. Nothing is separated, and anyone who will look at this class or this one will immediately understand what it does. For example, I can read it directly like this. Class electric device extends another class product. And in this class we have 2 methods, constructor method and energy info method. Constructor method is used to construct new instance of the class. And this method is method of the class, and that's why it is available for every instance. And syntax of the classes follows declarative programming paradigm. You tell in human words what you want to achieve, and anything else is built behind the scenes. You don't worry about proto property or prototype object or constructor, that it should be equal to function itself, and so on. All of this is offloaded to JavaScript engine, and it performs all those actions itself. You simply tell what is your goal. In this case, my goal is to create new class that extends another class, and JavaScript engine performs all remaining actions. Okay, question to you. We have started this section with discussion about function constructors. How do you think? Will you be able to fully understand what happens under the hood when you use classes if we simply skipped section dedicated to function constructors and prototype chain? I think that answer is no. That's why we have started with function constructors and then moved to the ESS classes. And now I hope that you fully understand what happens when you use classes. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this challenge and now you understand full power and simplicity of ESS classes. Okay, let's move on, and in the next challenge you will create new class that will extend one of the built-in classes. See you in the next challenge. Bye bye.